Say it ain't so, ladies. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Someone had shared a video with me from the Lapeef Let's Talk show, and one lady named Courtney on there was pretty much saying that marriage is more of a payout. I'm gonna let y'all view this video, and we're gonna jump into this topic right after the introduction. Once again, everybody, I am the official urban therapist. I appreciate you tuning in tonight on this on Sunday night. I hope y'all had a great Sunday. I hope y'all rested on Sunday. I hope y'all was chilling on Sunday. But I know that we all have life issues, and we gotta do. Some of us are out on the grind doing what we got to do, which that is fine. It's cool. Get on your grind. Get on your grind. But I appreciate everyone tuning in today. Before I get to this video, I'm gonna share with y'all today. Let me go ahead and acknowledge some people who's already in the house. Like always, we have Money Boy Trey in the building. He always here. He always representing, and also people. My boy, Money Boy, he's trying to get 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. He is close to getting 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs on YouTube. So please migrate over to his channel. Please migrate over there. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to the Toxic Masculinity channel so we can get him up to that 1,000. So he can pay me that $10 for promoting him. Just kidding. But we got Money Boy in the tray. Money Boy Trey in the building, like always. So we got Miss Joy Chit Chat in the building as well. Hey, ma'am, how you doing, Queen? How you doing? Then we got the lovely Miss Lisa in the house as well. I know she's either getting ready to go to work or she probably watching me at work right now. One of the two. But I appreciate her tuning in and listening as well. Hey, Miss Lisa, you be safe out there while you're working. Be real careful out there, all right? So that's it with the housekeeping part. Once again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. So tonight's topic, we want to talk about you ladies again today. Now, once again, I made a statement that it was a lady on the Lapeef Let's Talk show. Her name is Courtney. She made a very, very interesting statement about marriage. So I'm going to pull this video up. I'm going to share it with y'all, and we're going to dive into this, and I'm going to give you my perspective about it, and we're just going to go deep into this conversation, all right? So let me get this video pulled up. Here we go, and let's see what Miss Courtney has to say to, who's this, the lead attorney? Yeah. Let's see what Miss Courtney has to say to the lead attorney.
Work like the Lapeef network. So, we got people all together, and
I'm trying to keep people divided from this. Stay away from K. Stay away from K. You never know what could transpire. I feel like they're already infecting Courtney. I was reluctant to let Courtney even interview K because I do not want y'all to be friends.
Kay is gorgeous. Kay is, I love her.
Saying that you don't want people to be friends. Like,
what are y'all putting me into this? I'm just trying to answer the question.
Courtney is minding her business, and now you
talking Courtney. This is so bad for Courtney. So I have a question though.
Minding your business.
Anton or whomever that wants to answer, when you do, like when you are part of that network, I hear people say all the time, women shouldn't be shooting their shot, right? But in a network, is that okay, or are you really relying on the network to link, or, to make the connection?
I think that shooting a shot and the way that a lot of people frame it is extreme. I think that a lot of people say it's extreme. I think that women can be flirty. I think that they can be like you being a part of my network now, Lauren. Like, I wouldn't even introduce you to a guy that I didn't feel like was a good dude. I don't rock with dudes that's not a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So I think that stuff just naturally kind of flows, but it flows in a way in which that wasn't necessarily the intention going into it for most people. Mm-hmm. They just got to know you for who you truly were, and then that is the thing that they naturally, start to attract themselves to once it gets past a certain point. But I think that most people are just going into it with the wrong intentions, and as a person that stands on certain principles and ethics, I think that most people put themselves in a position where they can't resist, and they find themselves in sexual situations that translate into nothing. That's just real. And if you're just a bachelor and you're rocking like that, that may be cool. But for most people and most men that say they want to be married, that's not the ideal way in order to find a wife.
Really, if you're single into married, how do you meet your potential?
I mean, if you know, so I don't, obviously I'm in a long-term relationship, so I don't necessarily, obviously don't subscribe to the principle that you're single until you're married. But I think it's the same. Like I personally believe strongly in the law of attraction. I believe that you attract who you are. And it's not, necessarily like meditations and incense, but I do believe in positive affirmations and putting that energy out there, right? Because what happens is when you start to hear your own words back to you, you begin to align and position yourself, right? And then you also begin to attract the thing that you're looking for just by positioning yourself. So I talked one time on the platform about, when I was in Detroit and I was going through like this really rough time, one of the things that I did is I treated myself like a tourist in that city. And I learned a lot and I met a lot of dope people in that city. Right. And so I didn't run into, I didn't run into like people off the east side or west side or down, 7 Mile or, Conant Gardens or anything like that. Most of the people that I ran into were creators because that's what I was attracted to. And I was attracting those type of people to me. Right. And it's in those spaces. And I didn't find anybody there. I didn't find anybody romantically there. The person that I'm with now is actually, I've known her for years. But I always say in that experience, had I not gone through that, I wouldn't have recognized the woman that I'm with now. I wouldn't have recognized that opportunity when it presented itself to me. I wouldn't have known how to respond to her or even, even really how to show proper interest in her. Right. So for me personally, I subscribe to the thought that of the law of attraction principle and that, you are who you attract. Well, you attract who you are, not you are who you attract. You attract who you are.
Okay. Courtney, if you're single into married, how do you meet your potential?
Let's go, Courtney.
So I pretty much agree with majority of the people on the panel. I think for me, it's dating with intentions. I do know that it doesn't take men very long to know if you're someone they can be with and want to marry or not. And I would even suggest maybe up to like 90 days for a man to kind of know, okay, yes, I see her in my life, either a short period of time, just in my bed or as a wife. But I date for intentions and I don't tend to date that long. I'm not dating someone for years or anything like that because it's a waste of time. Definitely for me, it's a waste of my time. So it's going in, being honest and letting them know, look, I'm dating, but I'm dating because I'm wanting to be married. And if that's something that this is what you're looking for, then we can date. If it's not, then there's no reason to date you. There's no reason to talk to you or even get to know you or try to vet. But I want to say something to lead to because I know he was like the confusion. So I think with the title, it's single until married, meaning that we don't put relationships, girlfriend and boyfriend on some kind of pedestal. Like you're single until you marry. It's the marriage that counts. It's not the dating. Because at the end of the day, I can date you for 2 years and you could just walk about life and that's a complete waste of my time. So it's the emphasis is on the marriage part. And if you're wanting to be married, make that known. I don't think it's desperation or anything like that. Let it be known. Look, I'm dating because of this. Are you dating because of this? And that if we agree with that, then let's get to vet to know each other to see if we match and we can go further than just vetting or courting.
You say that if you're not married, you can date, let's say 10 years and then the guy can just leave, right?
Well, yeah, now I know different states have it like common law, but if you take like DMX, when he passed away, he was dating
this is going to
his
be part
girlfriend
of
for
the
like
discussion
14
right
years
here.
or something like that. And what happened? He passed, the court didn't seem that she was going to get anything. So as a wife, I would have gotten, I don't know if he had life insurance or anything like that, but she left with nothing but a 14-year relationship that left her with nothing.
Okay.
So I think that's a complete waste of time. To me.
But it's so weird though that
Mhm.
she spent 14 years with this man. Let's gonna assume 14 years. But the fact that she got nothing at the end, you say that it's a waste of time. That is amazing that that would come out of your mouth. Like
Why?
because 14 years with a good man is so valuable.
I
And
agree.
wait. So for you to say,
Mhm.
that you spent 14 years
Yes.
with a good man and then it was a waste of time. Like, damn, you
You're
don't
absolutely
value a
right.
man. You don't value a man at all.
Well, that's not true. I value relationship and I value
How is it a
marriage
waste
because
of
there's
time if you spend a decade and a half with a great man?
well, if he was so great, he should have married her. And there's obviously benefits of marriage. And she has no benefit in the marriage. That's why you get married. The marriage, if we stand it's a business, I'm getting married for a particular purpose. And I can love you all day. But however, we got let's share these bills. Let's get on each other's life insurance and make sure that if something were to happen to me as a wife, you're taken care of. Our kids are still taken care of. So
I
it's
hope you guys
benefits
are
of a
seeing
marriage.
this.
And if you don't deem me as important to be your wife, but just a girlfriend for 10, 15 years, then no, that is. You have to deem me a little bit more important.
Before I let Anton make his point, this is going to be the top of the tonight discussion. Exactly what Courtney just said right here. Courtney believes that since you been in a relationship for 10 plus years, whatever, she's saying that the only great thing that will come out of it is not only love but a payout. And she used the example of DMX. She used the example of DMX in this situation. DMX never married his long time girlfriend. So, well, when he passed away, she didn't get no type of bag whatsoever. She didn't get the estate. She didn't get none of these things. And that's the argument that Courtney is making. She's saying that, hey, the real reason why women like myself get married is because the whole goal isn't just about love. The whole goal is that we trying to get the payout too. We trying to get the come up too. We trying to be secure. If we are out here and we're in a relationship with you, and also we're carrying your children and everything, we deserve some type of asset. We deserve some type of incentive based on what Courtney is talking about. So today, in this discussion today, I want to ask you, ladies, are you getting married, especially modern day women? Are you getting married out of love because you love the dude, or you're getting married because you know that this potential dude is ultimately going to be a great asset to you, and if this dude were something were to happen to this dude where he end up passing away or anything like that, you end up getting a payout. You end up getting a payout over it. So that's the question I'm asking you ladies right now. Is the ultimate purpose of marriage is for the come up, is to secure the bag, or is it strictly out of love because you care about this person, you love this person? But let's continue on. We're gonna listen to what Anton has to say about this. Then the lead attorney, he's gonna go back and make his final closing thoughts, and we're gonna dig deeper into this. All right.
Wait, Lee, you think that it makes sense for a person to be in a 14-year relationship but not take the extra step and actually get married?
Here's what I'm objecting to: the fact that you can spend 14 years of your life as a man supporting a woman, working for a woman, bending your will for a woman, fighting for a woman, putting your life on the line for a woman. But if the relationship ends and she doesn't get a big payoff, then it is quote unquote a waste of time.
Well, you're doing that.
Well,
That's extreme.
Hold on.
Okay.
No. What's
Court.
extreme?
Hold on, Court, because let's put it in context. DMX was not a phenomenal man like that. Let's be clear. Like he wasn't the saintliest guy. Yeah, he said prayers, but the dude was super duper promiscuous. He was out here in the streets. He was doing like he did a lot of dirty stuff. So let's not just frame it as though he's done all of this phenomenal stuff when largely she had to endure through that relationship. And then on the tail end, even when he unexpectedly died, she doesn't even get the opportunity to be able to manage the estate for the kids that come along with it. Come on, no, now, Lee. Now we're gonna have to approach this with a level of integrity if we're gonna have this conversation, and it can't just be one way. Like we framing it like he did all of this, but we're not taking into account how much she held him down throughout the process. She was very much the rock in that relationship. It wasn't him.
I
Well,
think you.
another thing
I,
is
wait,
legacy
Amira,
won't be recognized.
Amira, wait. I think you missed. I don't think you heard Courtney very well, Anton. She said it would be a waste of her time, and Courtney was not dating DMX. All right, that's the first thing. So, were you dating DMX?
Well, back in '99. No.
All right. So you're the one
No,
that
I was
shifted. Wait,
using her.
hold up. Give me a chance to respond, especially since he brought up integrity. I don't think you were listening well enough and you misunderstood, Anton. So Courtney was not talking about DMX. That's the first thing. So second
She
thing,
used him as an example.
but she said it would be a waste of my time. So I was talking about a possible man that Courtney would date. Hopefully she would not be dating a man that's doing all of this promiscuous activity. Hopefully she would be dating a good man. Hopefully she would be dating a man who would support her, who would work for her, who would put his life on the line for her.
On this.
All right, so let's go, everybody. Let's have this conversation. All right, let's have this conversation. But before we do that, I'd like to acknowledge we got Mad Militant in the house as well, and we got Mr. Rush, he's in the house, and Miss Faith as well in the house as well too. And I don't know this other person why you mad. I don't know. That's why I'm not saying nothing. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all tuning in to the show today. All right, I appreciate it a whole lot. Now, let's have this conversation, all right? The whole point of this discussion between Courtney and the lead attorney is that Courtney feels that since DMX girl put in all this work into the relationship, including Anton, by the way, since she put in all this work into the relationship, that she should receive some type of payout. And that's the whole point of being married, is to receive a payout. The lead attorney, on the other hand, he's saying that hold on, wait a minute, let's back here. I'm thinking that when you be married, it's because you love that person. You love spend time with that person. You love everything about this person. This person that did all these things to do he or she best to secure the relationship. Whether it was financial, whether it was mental, whether it was spiritual, all these different things that this person did. So once again, my question to you ladies is that are you getting married solely for the purpose of just to get the payout, to secure the bag, to secure the future for not only yourself or not only for yourself but for the children? Is that the reason why you want to be married? Because if that be the case, all the men who are part of the manosphere, macho, whatever you call it, real period and stuff like that, they have a valid argument. Because they feel that a lot of these women, especially modern day women, this is exactly what they're doing. That they after trying to get married, trying to be legal. Let me rephrase: trying to be legally married solely just so they can secure the bag, solely just so they can have some type of payout or some type of incentive or have some type of asset just in case something were to happen into the relationship. Heck, it don't even have to matter if the dude died or not. You can have a disagreement and decide to divorce the dude and still get a payout in the relationship through the divorce. So Is this true? Is this a true statement? Is this where the modern day women mentality or mindset is at now, where they feel like they have to be so secure where they need to, they must get the payout through legal matter, and this is the reason why women would not go through the common law marriage where they don't have it on paper. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think this is a valid argument? Do y'all think this is a valid statement? What do y'all think about that? How do y'all feel about that? Because so far, just based on what was being said, both sides have an interesting argument. Both sides do. Both sides do. Now, my personal perspective about this is that I believe in the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of marriage. That's what I believe in. I believe in that. I believe that these three things that I mentioned is the whole full foundation of marriage or being married. The other stuff like financial stuff like that comes with it. But long as you have them three foundations, then you're good. Then you're good. And here's another one perspective too. And I said this on either on George Chit Chat panel one night or on Money Boy Trade panel one night. One of them two. But I had mentioned about the whole process of dating versus being in a committed relationship. What I said was that if you're just going out and you're just talking to someone and there's no commitment or there's no contract, y'all haven't made a verbal contract with each other, then that's fine. You're not considered together. You're not considered as being in a relationship. You're not considered as being married. But however, once when both of y'all make that verbal agreement, that verbal contract agreement, once when y'all made that agreement, it said, hey, I'm going to be committed to you and only you. Or we're going to be exclusive together. The moment when y'all make that agreement before yourself and before God, y'all are considered married. Y'all may disagree with this all you want to, but it's the truth. The moment when you make that verbal agreement, y'all are considered married. Where you say you made that verbal agreement and you saying, hey, I want to be with you and only you. Nobody else. Nobody else comes first but you. That is a verbal contract agreement. Therefore, y'all are married through the contract verbally. So also within the contract, y'all start, saying all these different things, start vetting towards each other on different things that you will do and you will not do. That's marriage. That is being married. But however, that doesn't mean that you're legally married. That means that you're verbally married. But it doesn't mean that you're legally married. Which brings us to the discussion right now. So, ladies, is it good enough to have that verbal agreement where that person verbally said that, hey, I want to be exclusively with you, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z in this relationship, and you make the agreement too, like I'm going to do X, Y, and Z relationship too? Is that good enough? Is that agreement good enough? Or do you need the government to govern your relationship, where the government comes in and gives you a legal binding document that states in holy matrimony that you are legally married? Therefore, you could share your assets that you have. I put it to you this way. Once when you sign that legal contract through the court system, through the government view a person as an entity or as a business or as a corporation, however way you want to put it. That's how the government view you as. This is the reason why we have Social Security numbers. This is the reason why we have birth certificates, and this is the reason why we have death certificate as well. This is the reason why. Because you are considered as a corporation, as a business. So this is why also when you be divorced, they automatically say through law that you have to share the assets that you gain throughout your marriage, no matter what it is. The only exception to that rule is before the legal marriage is that y'all decide to do what is known as a prenuptial agreement. And basically what the prenuptial agreement does, the prenuptial agreement supposed to protect certain assets that you done had before entering into this legal agreement. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do. But so, anyway, by me explaining all this to you, and I'm still talking about you ladies, by me explaining all this to you, is it more beneficial for you to be agree with the verbal agreement that man made with you, saying, hey, I'm going to be committed with you no matter what? Is that good enough? Or do you need the government system to make you feel secure about yourself, to enter into a contract with yourself, to enter into a contract to secure the bag, to make sure that you're protected? So y'all let me know, which is better? Which is better? Just like I said, a lot of men out there, this is the reason why a lot of men out there would not get married legally. It's because they fear that there are certain women, especially modern day women, they fear that there's certain modern day women out there, and they may say that they love that man. They may even have sex with that man and do these certain things for that man. But lo and behold, if something were to happen, they got an exit plan. They immediately got a legal exit strategy through divorce, where they know without a shadow of doubt that if I divorce, I'm going to get a payout. Wherever the payout is, I'm going to get a payout. Well, some of y'all are probably saying, well, what type of payout are we going to get? That dude probably don't have a lot of money anyway. One of the biggest payouts that women get is through the Office of Attorney General, which is known as child support. If y'all have children together, that's one of the biggest payouts. In certain states, another one payout is called alimony. Certain states make it law that that person pays alimony. So it makes me question, is the woman really, really in it for love, for unconditional love, to be with that man, to death do us part, through the vows that say? Or is it just a matter of time until the right moment comes? The next thing you know, you're divorced and getting the payout. I'd like to welcome Mr. PMP into the building. What's up, bro? He says this: women don't feel any connection to keeping their word. They have no problem double talking. That's an interesting perspective, sir. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, ladies, y'all kind of quiet in the comments. Y'all a little quiet in the comments. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know where your perspective is about this. It's the end game. At the end of the day, it's the end game is to get this payout, like Courtney is talking about. Is that the end game for being legally married? Or it don't matter? Or it doesn't matter at all? Long as you with that person, you care about that person, you love that person with everything in you. So yeah, I want to hear y'all perspective, ladies. I want to hear y'all perspective. I also have the link drop. I dropped it early. Now, if you want to view me on Facebook, if you view me on Facebook and you would like to participate and come up here and share your perspective about the topic, you will need to go to my YouTube channel, because from now on, whenever people want to come up on my show and they want to share my perspective, I want y'all to come up through YouTube. So I dropped the link through my YouTube channel. So if you want to come up here, if you view me on Facebook, and if you want to come up here and share your perspective about this topic, you'll have to come to my YouTube channel, which is The Official Urban Therapist. And for everybody who's on my YouTube channel right now, and I appreciate it. And also, I already have the link dropped. I dropped it earlier. You may have to scroll up, or I could just share it again. It don't matter. I share it again. Yeah, if you want to come up and just share your perspective about this topic, by all means, come on up so we can have this conversation. Because I believe this is a very interesting topic, and I believe this is something that a lot of men want to know. A lot of men out there, because just like what Anton was saying, he was saying about DMX, that DMX wasn't a saint and stuff like that. True enough. But there actually really are some good men out there. There are actually some good men out there, and they want to be married. They want to be married. They want to make sure that they're marrying the right person. They want to make sure they have the right partner in their life. That person who's going to be down with them no matter what, no matter through the good times or the bad times, and not just there. So it's just a matter of time that finally, yeah, I'm going to divorce this dude just so I can get a payout. There's some of y'all women, y'all may be saying this too, like, well, why you making it about the women? Why you making it about the women? It's some men that do that too. Yeah, the key word is some men that do that. Some men that does that. Some men that does that. Not the majority of men. Some men does that. And for the ones who want to be married, it is very less likely that they're going to do that. Very less likely. But it's more in common towards women that does that than men. Miss Andrews, hey, welcome. She says this: in my end game is def do support. Been married for 30 years. My first love. I am a very good wife, and I am happy with my husband. And I appreciate you saying that too. I appreciate that. Because that's the thing that a lot of men are looking for. A lot of men are looking for that. Just the same as a woman wants to be secure, feel secure. Men want to feel secure as well. Men want to feel that the woman that he's with, this is the greatest asset that he have. Besides financial value, besides any other type of physical, tangible value. He wants to feel that he could be secure in you as well because he's human. So what better way for you to let that man feel that way is by you being committed to him and you in it, not because you're trying to secure the bag, not because you waiting for that dude to die so you can collect his life insurance, not because you're trying to wait the opportune moment to collect child support on the dude, but because you love that dude. And I'm I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm also a firm advocate of unconditional love. There are many people who don't believe in unconditional love, and that's fine. That's fine. But I am an advocate of unconditional love. I believe in unconditional love. I believe that it's very possible for the man and the woman to love each other unconditionally. I believe in that with everything in me. I do. I do. And the reason why is simple is because I believe in the creator. I believe in the most high God. And if the most high God, regardless of the bull crop that we do every single day, if the most high God could forgive us and love us unconditionally, then why is it hard for us to follow the same pattern as our Father, as our Creator? I put it to you this way. If you believe that you're a child of the Most High God, that means that you have the same attributes as the Most High God, including loving each other unconditionally, how the way I see it. So it's very possible for a man and woman to love unconditionally. Another key thing too is that just the same way a man and a woman could love each other unconditionally, we love our children unconditionally, no matter what. Your child could be out there on the street robbing somebody right now. And I guarantee that not only you won't snitch on your child, you will provide shelter for your child and everything. If your child end up going to jail, guess who's going to be at that jail cell to bail him out? You are, because you love your child unconditionally. And you hoping that your child get it together and get it right. But still, that's your child. You're going to protect your child at all costs because you love your child with everything in you. So why is it easier to love your child unconditionally, but it's hard for you to love the father of your children, or it's hard for you to love the mother of your children the same exact way? Please answer that for me. Please answer that for me. I had the answer to that question. The answer to the question is because it's due to your choice. You choosing to do that. It ain't because of you being controlled or anything like that. It's because you are consciously choosing to do that. You making that decision to do that. So whatever comes behind that, you should be held accountable for that as well. Now, PMP, he says this. The sad part is if men weren't legally obligated to take care of a ex-spouse, they would have no problem compromising. We giving up brand new cars and properties for the sake of a amicable separation, which, to be honest with you, I agree with that, bro. Ladies, for some of y'all who ain't aware of this, for some of y'all who not aware of this, there well, let me put it this way: when you're in a relationship with a man who's in the middle class and lower, if y'all go through a legal separation such as a divorce, and he's middle class or lower, that divorce is going to ruin that man because he's already at a certain income level gap. He's already at that certain income level gap. And so you go through that divorce, you end up on collecting alimony or, child support if it happens. Right there, that's over 50% of that dude gross income. Right off the bat. So it's impossible for that dude to even live. Unless he get another job working from working from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. the next day. That's the only way he could survive. That's the only way he could survive. So you have to take into consideration of these different things. You got to take into consideration the things that could happen. And also, by these things happening, this will put men into this red pill narrative or this red pill mentality or this I just say this Kevin Samuel mentality as well, manosphere mentality as well. Because there were certain men who actually went through that. Went through a relationship with a woman. Maybe in a possibility that he didn't properly vet the woman properly. Spent almost a decade with the woman. Then all of a sudden, the woman files for divorce, which it normally, I'm being real with y'all, it normally is the woman who files for the divorce. That's proven. And then finally, end up getting divorce granted, and bam, 50% of that dude gross income is gone. While you living it up, you didn't, in some cases, if y'all have joint property together, most cases, if you have children, most cases, the court is going to automatically grant you the estate to you. Automatically. Depending on what state you in. So now, you don't want the dude to be in the same household with you. So 9 times out of 10, he's going to leave because in most cases, women is not going to leave the estate. They're going to stay there. They're going to fight for that. So now he's without a place to live. Half his income is gone. The average the average loft, that's an average loft, will run you close to about almost $1,400 a month. And that dude ain't even making half of that. So how's this dude gonna live? How's he gonna live? Car gone, have to catch the bus. So income half, but it's not gone. So therefore, he can't even apply for food benefits through the government because he made too much money. So he's struggling, barely got food. How this dude gonna live? But in the other case, he'd be like, well, he did X, Y, and Z. We have to get divorced. I don't care about that dude. But this is the reason why certain men be in this space, have this mentality. Is because of that. Because they fear that. They've been hearing these stories from their homeboys. They've been watching different celebrities go through this. But the only difference between celebrity and reality is that these dudes, they got money, So even if that do happen, they still can live. They still can have a place to live and everything. But middle class and lower, nope. Mm-mm. Yeah, or get joint custody. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. So once again, the question that I'm throwing out there again, ladies: Are you getting married so you could secure the bag with this man, or are you going? Are you getting married for the right reasons? Which is you seen this dude, you see everything about him, and you love everything about him. You love everything that he represents. You see that he does 100% and beyond to make sure not only he's take care of himself, taking care of the family, which is y'all have children, you take care of the children, but he's also doing everything possible to take care of you and love you unconditionally. Are you marrying him? Are you marrying legally for that reason? Or are you marrying just so you can get that payout? Because if that's true, how the way things going, especially with the modern woman and the modern man, how the way things is going, the true sanctity of marriage is going to be extinct. It's going to no longer exist. I myself is married right now. So how the way things is going, I would be considered as the 1%. I'll be considered as the 1% of that person who's married. Miss Andrews, you'll be considered as the 1% as well. Who's married, who's happily married, who's marrying for the right reasons. Who's marrying for the right reasons. It's another question I want to ask too. For the ones who are thinking this way, having this mentality like this, what's the purpose of you going out and establishing a career? What's the purpose of you going out and getting a degree, getting a bachelor's degree, getting a master's degree, and getting a PhD, whatever? What's the purpose of that? And you got this income that you sustain, right? What's the purpose of that when you already have your personal self established? So what's the purpose of having that type of mentality that you want to find a dude to secure you when you already secure within yourself? So what's the purpose of that? You end up getting with this dude, and let's say you divorcing this dude. You already got it. So why would you want more? When you already worked for that. When you already got that. And the dude that did the same as that thing. He done work hard to where he's at. To end up having a woman come and take it all away. Or at least half of it away. So what's the point of that? What is it? What's the point of it? What is it that you're trying to prove? What is it you're trying to gain? Or at the end of the day, it does a game to you. You don't care about destroying relationships. You don't care about destroying that person. Long as you get what you want. And I know once again, some of y'all gonna say the same as that thing. Well, man does it too. Man do this and man do that, whatever. Granted, yes. There's truth behind it. I'm not gonna even knock it. Not gonna knock it. But at the end of the day, it's time for us to have this accountability. It's time for it. So if anything you done got out of this today, I want to tell y'all that if you are the woman who's out there trying to look for a dude just so you can secure that bag with him legally, that's your whole point, that you want to get married legally. You want to get legally so you can secure the bag. That I want to encourage you to change your mentality, to vet your personal self, to vet why you want to do that. Why do you feel that that's so important? Why do you feel that that's so important? Because if you don't figure that out, you're going to end up doing that to the wrong dude. And I'm a firm believer about karma. You're going to end up doing that, and that karma is going to come back around you. Like it always does. The universe always have a way of making things come back to you, whether it's positive or negative. It always happens, never fails. Never fails. Matt said that they started it. Absolutely, Miss Andrews. Then even further so for the ones who not thinking like this, but you're seriously looking to be married for all the right reasons, or even further so, you are married for all the right reasons and y'all happily married, I want to issue this accountability or challenge to you as well. There's a simple thing that I say, I tell it to everyone, regardless if I'm on my platform or anybody else's platform. I say this. I say, each one teach one. Meaning, if you are in a great relationship with your husband, and you're doing all the right things, and y'all married for 30 plus years, and you, no matter what, even if this dude make you mad, you still gonna be with him. Each one teach one. Teach these modern day women, not your exact formula of what you're doing, but be the light, be the living example, showing them that it's possible. It's possible to be married to the right person and out for the right reasons, even legally. That it's possible to be married for all the right reasons. Hey, this is the reason why I do it. And the gentleman, it's a gentleman on in the chat right now. They talk to me all the time about marriage. And they ask me certain questions about marriage all the time. And I give them my perspective about them. But however, I don't force my ideology on them or nothing like that. I don't do that. I don't make them feel bad about where they at or anything like that. I share them my personal perspective and my personal experience and what's working for me. But at the same time, I be the light and I encourage them. I tell them at the end of the day, hey, if you're looking to be married and you're looking to be married with the right one, do your due diligence to make sure that you're married to the right one. Do your due diligence. Vet that person. Go through the process and everything with that person. Do your due diligence. But if you're the one who's not looking to be married, by all means, do not get married. Don't let me peer pressure you into getting married or anybody else. Don't make it seem like the stuff that I go through with my marriage is all, it may seem all glamorous or whatever, stuff like that. Don't make that be the reason why you want to be married. If you don't want to be married, don't get married. It's okay. It's fine. Because I said this also, that there are some people who are meant to be married. There are some people who not meant to be married. They're not meant to be married. Then I also say this too, that sometimes what happens is that you get one person who wants to be married, end up meet a person who don't want to be married. Then what's going to happen? Y'all know what's going to happen. Y'all going to eventually trying to change that person or try to persuade that person who don't want to be married or try to conform them into thinking that marriage is the best thing for them when they tell you right off the bat that, hey, I don't want to be married. Then you end up investing all this time and energy into talking to this person when this person's saying they don't want to be married, and you trying to change this person, you trying to conform this person, do all kind of weird stuff, be sitting up here trying to take the person to the church that you go to. Maybe if he go to church with me and talk to my bishop and hear a sermon from my bishop, then maybe his mind would change and he'll want to be married. No, what you did is took him to that church and let that dude get brainwashed. Because already in his mind, he did not want to be married. But all you did is manipulated him, took him to that area, brainwashed him, and now he's getting married to you when he never did want to be married to you. Then you go to this relationship wondering why y'all got problems. Then it be you, the one, who divorce him and get a payout from him. And how fair is that? Especially if the man say he didn't want to be married. I mean, how right is that? How fair is that? You push this dude, you pressure this dude. He may want to have sex with you. So one night y'all end up on having sex and you whispering, you know how y'all do. Be sitting up here whispering stuff. The next thing you know, talking about, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And this dude look at us crazy. Like, I mean, can I be real about it? Yeah, and I say that all the time too, Miss Andrews. I say that all the time too. Communication is the key to marriage and understanding one another. That is one of the two major things in marriage. Communication and understanding. That is the two greatest weapons that you can have in marriage. First of all, to communicate with each other. Make sure you have that open line of communication, even if it be situations where it's tough. Still have that communication. It's okay to express yourself, but not in a way where you trying to tear that person down. But you just honestly just trying to express yourself. Then if nothing's happening, it's okay to disengage and revisit again. It's okay. You can do that. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It is nothing wrong with that. Then the understanding part is also key too. The understanding part goes along with you totally understanding and accepting for that person who they are, with the possibility that they could personally change themselves. Not you trying to manipulate them into changing, but they have the potential to change on their own if they decide to do so. If they don't, it's fine because you understand that person. You understand where they at. You understand them. And that's the reason why you want to be with them, because you understand them. And you acknowledge that. You understand them. That's key too, is actually acknowledging that too, by the way. Acknowledge that, hey, babe, look, I understand you. I understand how the way you are. And it's cool with me. It's fine. It is fine because you're fine. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Yeah, so once again, y'all, if you're viewing me on Facebook, and if you would like to come up and share your perspective about this topic, by all means, you could come up here. But the only difference is that everyone who's viewing me on Facebook, you are required now to go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel, and you're going to see the link in the description of my YouTube channel, because I'm live on both my Facebook and YouTube channel. So you go to my YouTube channel and you can hit the link, and you can come on up here and share your perspective. And I guarantee with y'all, I'm not gonna bring you down. If you look at my my podcast shows, I never tear people down or anything like that. I allow people to share their perspective, whether I agree with it or not, and we just have a conversation. So if y'all want to come up, by all means, come up. While y'all thinking about that, I'm gonna get my water break. And a matter of fact, shoot, let's have a brief intermission. All right, let's get a brief intermission while I get my water break.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Refreshing. That was great. Whew, that was great. Pimpy, you say adult conversation, son. I feel you on that, bro. But once again, y'all, I am the official urban therapist. And once again, I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. And I appreciate y'all allowing me to get my water break too, because, it takes a lot to talk to y'all. I'll be getting parched. But yeah, so once again, those of you who are tuning in tonight, I appreciate you tuning in. And also, I appreciate you even more. If you like what I'm talking about, you like the content that I'm sharing, by all means, please share it on your pages as well. If you view me on Facebook, please like, follow, and share me on Facebook. If you view me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, The Official Urban Therapist, on my YouTube channel as well. And like and subscribe and share. If you feel like being a hater and you want to thumb down my video, by all means, you can do that too. I don't care. It don't matter to me. That lets me know that you at least watch some parts of what I'm talking about, and it's all good. But also, just to throw this out here too as well, as y'all see the ticker right here going, them are all the channels that I'm subscribed to right now, or I follow right now. I currently have a podcast as well. I'm on Apple Podcasts. I'm on Anchor FM. I'm on all them different podcasts you can think of Spotify, all of them. I'm on all of them. So please go there as well. And make sure you subscribe to my podcast on wherever platform you listen to your podcast on, whether it's Apple, Spotify, whatever. I'm on all of them, so check that out. I'm also on Instagram, even though I'm not as active on my Instagram, at least not yet. And I'm on what else I'm on? Oh, I'm on Twitter as well, and I'm also on TikTok as well. But TikTok's starting to upset me, y'all. TikTok is starting to upset me because every time when I post a reaction video on TikTok, them fools flagging it. Talking about inappropriate content or whatever they're saying. So they starting to get on my nerves. But yeah, I'm on TikTok as well. So just about every social media platform you can think of, I'm on it. I'm on it. So check me out. Subscribe to all of them. And then right now, there's no paid subscription or anything to subscribe. It's not going to hurt. It's easy. You're not going to lose no money or anything like that. Just subscribe. Click. That's all you got to do. Click. Be good to go. Be good to go. Oh, yeah, Miss Andrews. God bless you as well. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in as well. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, y'all, that is gonna be it for me. Nobody don't want to come up, and that's cool. I appreciate everyone who's tuning in and watching me from all the respective platforms. Once again, I am the official urban therapist. Sorry, I am the official urban therapist. I appreciate everything, and the only thing that once again I want women to understand is that it is possible to be in a marriage, in a legal marriage, but you just got to get into it for the right reasons. Don't be like all these other modern day women who trying to get married out of fear or whatever it is. Do it for the correct reason. I guarantee that it's going to be better for you. Or if you're still looking for this payout thing, the payout be way greater than what you think you're going to get out of it. I put it that way. Because once again, the law of karma always works, whether it's good or bad, positive or negative. So I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Please, please, please. Oh, another thing too, and this both on Facebook and YouTube as well. If y'all want to know when I go live and I do my podcast, there's a little trick that you can do. All you got to do is hit that little bell button, and this on Facebook and YouTube. All you gotta do is hit that bell button. It's gonna turn on the notification. You're gonna know instantly when I go live. That way you could come. That way you would instantly come to the show and you could see me, see my handsome face, and we could have these discussions. All right. So go ahead and do that as well. And like always, y'all continue to fight fate with faith. And I'll see y'all again at another show. God bless y'all, and y'all have a great Sunday night.